Now I'm going to talk a little bit about, I'm going to talk while I'm working, okay? So if you're listening to me, you can continue to listen to me, okay? So now there are people in the United Kingdom, care workers would have came to the UK on a care worker visa. And for whatever reason, they are encountering difficulties. So for example, they came on a care worker visa, and when they got to the UK, there are no jobs for them, there are no work, the working hours have reduced, um, the salary has reduced, and they're encountering a lots of difficulties here in the UK. Now, the Home Office have heard their cries and have provided support for them now, officially today, the 9th of April 2025. Now, what's going to happen is that if you are a care worker and your employer sponsor license has been revoked, then the first thing you need to do is to submit your information to the Home Office. Okay? If you do not know how to submit your information, feel free. You can contact me via email at allthingslegal27@gmail.com, and I can provide you with the guidance of how you can submit your information to the Home Office. Once you submit your information to the Home Office, once you submit your sorry about that. Once you submit your information to the Home Office, you are telling the Home Office that you are encountering difficulties. One moment. Yeah. So once you submit your information to the Home Office, you are telling the Home Office that you are encountering difficulties in terms of your visa. All right. So a while back there was a protest. There were a protest in London from the African community who have been scammed for COS to come to the UK to work. So they would have paid large sum of monies to get a COS, sometimes £20,000, £5,000 just for a COS. And when they get to the UK, there are no jobs for them. There are reduced hours, sometimes reduced pay. And so most of them end up being homeless, encounter financial difficulties, etc., and cannot go back to their home country, Nigeria, to be specific. Okay. So the Home Office has officially, as of today, the 9th of April 2025, put in place support for care workers who are in the UK and they are affected by their employer sponsor license being revoked. Now, an employer sponsor license can be revoked for numerous reasons. So it can be maybe the Home Office investigated and there are fraudulent activities happening. The employer, the business is not in compliance with the Home Office rules, immigration rules, and so the Home Office will revoke their sponsor license. Now, there's a knock-on effect. Once an employer's sponsor license is being revoked, then it is going to affect the employees, the international employees. Their visa, their work visa, will eventually be revoked and cancelled. So it's going to be only a matter of time. The Home Office is going to contact you and you're going to have a short window, maybe 60 days, to make another immigration application, leave the UK, or apply for another COS. Now, believe me when I say there are lots of individuals in the UK, lots of care workers in this situation. Okay? And oftentimes it's a desperate situation that they're in. Being homeless is no joke. It's a very, very hard thing to be homeless. So what the Home Office now is going to do is to provide support. Okay? So the Home Office will be providing support in the form of trying to get those workers, those care workers in the UK the Home Office is going to try to get employment for you. So therefore, from today, once you submit your name to the Home Office, then you are now within that pool of individuals who are looking for a new COS. Now, to help that process, Home Office has partnered with regional enterprises, and what's going to happen is that any care company or care recruiter, they must recruit from internally first. So they must recruit from that pool of individuals whose COS is affected. All care companies, care employers must recruit first from within that pool of workers before they can bring any new care workers from outside the UK. Those that are inside of the UK have first preference. Also, if you are a small business and you've been running actively, you've been operating actively, and you would now like to employ some of these people, then you can apply for your sponsor license. The Home Office will be offering free expedited process for your sponsor license application. Okay, so there are incentives for employers and incentives for employees. All right, now the all over the UK is now zone. So there are different parts of the UK, different companies, different system, and different email address and information that you would use to contact the relevant authorities. But I would say to you, if you are in the UK and you are experiencing issues with your COS, now there are support for you. Send your information to the Home Office. You can go on to on Google, on the government website, and you would see all the information there and the ways in which how you can go about doing this. Send your information to the Home Office. They would contact you to find out more information, and they would try their best to get support for you in whatever way they can. Their main priority is to get you employment within the UK. All right, so that's one of the major changes that has happened today, which I think is a good thing. I also do think that the Home Office wants to accumulate record of, people who are in the UK affected by the COS revocation. I think it's a data issue as well. But say what? If you gain, the Home Office gains. So it's a win-win situation, to be honest. So I say take the opportunity and get yourself sorted. See what is there for you and what you can get. Okay. Hi, Travel Box. Thanks, you're welcome. I think I should be able to post the link here. Let me see if I can get the link to post it. Support offer. Okay. I need to register here first. What about those who have overstayed their visa because of this? Even better, overstayers, because of this issue, you need to give your information to the Home Office. Okay, they can still assist you in whatever way they can, because the main reason why you overstayed your visa, it's because of the COS revocation issue, which the Home Office is trying to tackle now. I think if the protests in the last month didn't happen in London, and people have been speaking up about the issue with the COS, because at the end of the day, the Home Office has a part to play in this in terms of compliance and regulations. Obviously, the COS comes from the Home Office, and they should be able to control what goes out and what comes in to some extent. But in everything that is done, there's a financial motive behind of everything, to be honest. And if the Home Office is making more money on visa applications and COS, as long as the information before them is legitimate at that time, they're just going to be granting and granting and granting. But they have heard what's happening. They have documentations. So they are offering support now. So even if you're in the UK as an overstayer, because your employer's sponsor license has been revoked, which affected your visa, then you should also send your details to the Home Office. Okay, you should also send your details to the Home Office. Because what can happen is that they would contact you to find out more information, and they would do their cross-checking. And if definitely your sponsor license has been revoked, or you know you don't have any work since you came on your COS, or you've been working less hours, they would take all of that into consideration, and I believe they can reactivate your immigration status, bring it back on record. Okay, so I'll say still contact them, still send your information. You would not be deported, all right? Because by now, if you're an overstayer, you should have already made another immigration application to regularize your stay. If you haven't, you should, because even though this support is in place, it's not an immigration application, and that needs to be clear. It's not an immigration application. Okay, so you need to make another immigration application. In the meantime, you give Home Office your details, so if they find another COS for you, then you can now switch, which I believe the Home Office will have to facilitate, because they are the one who are now putting this support in place for individuals affected. You're welcome, Malika. I'm trying to get the exact link to post, but I need to. Am I connected? Oh, I am connected. Okay. I don't know if you remember, but back in the days, this same Labour government had a similar strategy. I think they used to call it Labour shortage list, and it was surrounding this same issue of COS scams and sponsor license being revoked, etc. I do have clients who are on this support program, but they are in the pool and they are yet to receive another COS. All right, but the most that can happen, the worst thing that can happen, is that Home Office takes your information. That's all. But they're not going to deport you. You can make other immigration applications if you wish to. There are no effect in that regards. Yeah. And of course, it's data collection for the Home Office. Data collection for the Home Office. What's the name? So this program has been around for a while, to be honest, but I do not think it was publicized this much, so not many people knew about it. But officially today, the Home Office has launched the program, the support program, which is really good, to be honest. Okay, I've got it now. I'm gonna post the link in the chat. Yeah, that's the link there. And 3041. I need to get this off. Rufus, what time are you leaving? Are you leaving shortly? Are you leaving shortly? Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome. All right, I am gonna go now. So take care. Have a No, Easter is next week, not this week. But if you would like to book any consultation with myself or book any consultation at Malik Legal Solicitors, feel free to send me an email at allthingslegal27@gmail.com and I will get back to you. All right. Thank you so much for joining my live, and feel free to share my channel to anybody and just say to them, subscribe to this beautiful lady's channel where I keep you up to date on all immigration matters that's happening around the world, specifically in the UK and the Caribbean. My name is Sharisa, and take care and bye for now.